Hi, my name's Amy and I make things. In today's video, I'm trying to make sense of a long week of travel and reset and go forward. Hang around, let's see what happened. Boy, you guys, this has been a long week. We traveled. If you saw my packing video, we filmed that on the road, which I have to admit was a lot of fun. Meeting new challenges and figuring out new setups, new equipment. I enjoyed that, and then things got crazy. Don't they always? So, this week is a week of very little sewing, quite a lot of shopping, and some sad news. I'll put that at the end, both for you and for me. So let's start with the making. What did I actually get done? Not a whole lot. I did make some progress on the airplane on Toby's sock. I got the heel turned and then I went to sleep. It's the way it goes sometimes. The best laid plans. I did get some hand quilting done on this project. Only about three squares though. And that's it. That's it. That's all I did. That's all I made. That's all the progress I made. And that's okay. I needed a break. I took a break. I dealt with what was in front of me, which wasn't always easy and wasn't always fun. But isn't that the way it goes when you're dealing with the interactions of travel and the inner dynamics of people? I know it is for me. Let me tell you, I enjoyed so much reading the comments and hearing how and what you guys like to take with you when you travel. I think my favorites were the ones that said, I hate to travel. My ideal vacation is just staying at home and doing exactly what I want. And I think that's fantastic. More power to you. I think I'm going to have a few of those weeks right here myself. There were some great things though. We saw a lot of friends, a lot of family, ate some great food, got to see the ocean, which is always just balm for the soul. I got to give away 3 quilts, 2 to friends and 1 to my father. All were thoroughly thrilled to have them, and that's really why I do this. It's so much fun to make something and think about that person while you're making it and then get to give it to them, and maybe they think about you when they're snuggled under it and cuddled under it. That's what it's about for me. I like the connection that quilting brings, both to my history and to the people around me. So that was really worth it. My friend Amy Nunmaker tried ice dyeing this summer. I'll link her Instagram below because she's doing some really amazing work. She's another that she knits and crochets and spins and weaves and quilts, a little bit of everything, is really good at all of it. But she tried ice dyeing this summer. And these are the scraps that she brought me, you guys. Every time I look at this fabric, it's more beautiful. I see something new and new colors. Tiffany, I'm trying not to hold it in front of my face. Thank you for that note. But it's just so pretty and I'm so happy. We met up with my dear friend Amy and she took us to this place, us, Casey and myself, to this place called A&E Fabrics. And anything that I can, I will link below. You guys, this place. If you're ever in the Pensacola or, hours driving distance of Pensacola, Florida area, make it a priority to go to this place. It's enormous. They have literally everything. And half the time it's on sale. And they are just the nicest people. Guys, I haven't been fabric shopping like a normal person, like a normal quilter, in a really long time. I haven't bought fabric in a store in a long time. And I didn't plan on buying fabric in a store this week. But a little retail therapy goes a long way. Plus, Casey was there with me, and when he's there, I absolutely lose my mind because he says, oh, this is cool, look at this. Don't you want to get this? He's the worst kind of enabler, especially since, he pays for it all. So what am I going to do? Yes, I want that. Yes, that's cool. Let's get more of that. And that's what we do. And that's what we did. So I'm just gonna break into a little show and tell of how we shopped, what we shopped for, what we got, and how it went. There were dots. They were green dots. This is the Michael Miller to dot. And if they had had red, I'd have bought the entire bolt. Because that's what I do. But since I'm a Texas girly now, I had to buy some burnt orange. And that's showing up on screen a little brighter than it actually is. Casey and I are both math, science nerds. And so these mathy science fabrics, this is another one I should have gotten more of. Right up our alley. Of course, when you're near the beach, you buy beachy fabric. This one has sea life. This one has octopus and jellyfish. That one is for Anna, who doesn't know yet, or it wouldn't be here to show to you guys. This one, man, now we're into my childhood. Grew up in the 70s. This one, come on, camera. Mr. Rogers quotes, can you even? Oh, it had my heart. And along with that, Sesame Street. There's my favorite, Grover. And Super Grover. And then Muppets. And then I had to walk away from my husband because I wanted to stop spending money. He's the best and the worst all at the same time. But I did. I had to separate and go look for other things because he encourages me. While we're at A&E Fabrics, Amy says, hey, there's a knitting shop I go to that's just down the way and they have a knit circle every Saturday morning. Do you want to go to that? I said, sure. Because what am I going to say? The shop is called, let me get it right, Dixie Knits. It's an old bank. I think they're looking to move sometime soon, but oh man, cute little shop and just, you guys the nicest people. So we sat and knit for a while and pet everybody's dog that had come in, and I picked up this skein of sock yarn that is dyed specifically for them. Let's see if I can get the brand to show. Big Sky Yarn Company. And it's 75/25 merino and nylon. The color is called Toes in the Sand. Could there be a more perfect colorway and name for a colorway for a beach town? It's great. Made me so happy. Of course, it wouldn't be shopping with Amy if it didn't include the thrift store. And there were 3 thrift stores within 5 minutes of my in-laws' house. I was so good. I was so good. I only went to 1. So I found these plaid shorts. And they're just shorts, but it's a lot of fabric. A Madras plaid shirt. Because I'm an 80s kid and you can take the girl out of the 80s, but you cannot and will not take the 80s out of this girl. Madras plaid is where it's at. I found this beautiful stripe shirt. Normally I don't buy a short sleeve shirt, but this one was worth it. Then I have 2 variations of green. I don't know that I'll get to keep either one of them once Anna sees them. They may get confiscated. There's this one that's a rather teal, light teal, Nautica shirt. Pretty sure I'm gonna lose that one. And then a very light green, mint green linen blend. This is a linen blend. When there's stress, when there's a little bit of chaos, a little retail therapy can be just the ticket. And I kept it within reason, I thought. Being limited by the fact that I had to get it all home on an airplane really helped me keep things under control. So that was last week. Not a lot of sewing, not a lot of making, little bit of shopping, a lot of relaxing, a lot of good food, and seeing family and friends, and that's really what the week needed to be. So resetting, what's next? My big ticket items are the kids' quilts. All the Minky came in for the backings, and I'm super excited to get those loaded on the machine and get to work on them. I have those 3 donation quilts that I need to bind and have those ready before the next Modern Quilt meeting, which is next week. And I have the hand quilting project, which has a deadline of October 31st. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me, and I'm kind of excited to get to sit and do some quiet work. It's a good time for that. I want to have the kids' quilts completed and bound and shipped before we travel again at the end of October, and that way they are on their way and in the hands of the littles. I've got a lot of fun videos planned and a lot of filming to do, pulling some fabrics for an artist project based on those little quilts, the scheduling video, and several more that I'm looking forward to filming. Next week, I'm being interviewed by Stephen Bland of Stephen Bland and the Idiot Quilter. I will link his channel below, and that should go up sometime in the middle of the week. And on October 7th, I'll be live with Sean on Brekkie with Sean, the guy who sews, at 7 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. Central. I'll link all the information below, and hopefully you can come join us in the chat and leave comments on Stephen's post. I'm very excited about all of it. I don't know how any of it's going to go, and that's part of the thrill. So that's what's coming up. The 2 engagements. I've got the 4 kids' quilts to keep me busy, a lot of handwork to keep me busy, and I'm just going to keep moving forward. Let me know in the comments what you guys are working on. Also, where your favorite place to shop is and who your favorite enabler or your most effective enabler is in your life. I'd love to know. For me, it's definitely my husband, which I know is unusual, but I love it so much. And I said earlier, I've got some sad news in my life, and I do. And it's about one of my kitties. And if you need to go, I know some of you have seen my orange kitty in the green scrap basket. That picture was on Pat Sloan's website. That picture was on her Facebook page. And that picture was on my Instagram. That's my little toffee kitty. And she was precious. She loved to get in any of my scrap bins. I'll run several pictures at the end of her in many different configurations of scrap baskets and in the middle of my projects. Our friend Lori found her in the street when she was about 6 weeks old, and we adopted her soon after that, and she'd been with us for 14 years. And yesterday we had to say goodbye to her. Oh, there's a reason I didn't wear mascara today. We will miss her and her antics and her silliness and her total baddie ways. And I know people who love animals the way that we do will understand. Thanks for your support in this video being late and a little rushed. I'm rushing the battery life and everybody getting home. If you guys aren't following Bonnie Hunter on Instagram, go do it now. Because every day she posts a little quip superimposed on a quilt. And sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's poignant, sometimes it's just outright silly. Today said, joy comes in sips, not in gulps. And that's the truth of life, always. So as you go forth and I go forth this week, focus on the joy. Even if it's a hard week, there will be joy. And never forget that you make the world more beautiful just by being in it. I'm Amy, and I'll see you next time.